Okay, we appear to be live. I did start a stream, but it said nothing. User removed it. So if you are joining right now, just send a message to let me know if you are there, if you can see what's going on. We'll appreciate it. You guys are getting ready for qualifying, so we should be underway shortly. If you are in the chat, I see 7 people have now joined. Say hi, let us know who's watching, who you're supporting. We got Uncle Babby, just missed out on making this race last week. No audio for you, but you're here to support. Good man. Good evening, Mr. Khan. Uncle Babby saying get in there, Sam. We've got TNR joining the stream. They're just busy doing the triple reset. So tonight's race is at Spa, the 24-hour layout. It's quite interesting, as instead of starting with half the cars in the chicane, they start on the way down to El Rouge and Radion. So it makes a rolling grid start quite interesting. Then we also have a different pit exit. So just waiting for one driver to join. So we've got shout outs for Panic Potato and Phantom, 2 TNR drivers. Should be an interesting mix of strategy tonight. We've got medium and hard tyres available. It's a 1 hour long race, so the guys are going to have to plan strategy on the fly. They've had about an hour or so to practice with the settings, but it's not enough time to run 16 different simulations to try and get all the different weather possibilities. So we do have rain forecast, possibly around 10-15 minutes in, getting stronger intensity, backing off a bit, and the last few weather blocks are random. So we'll actually just take a quick look at the settings. The qualifying is starting. We've got Superman, another man who flies and just missed out, shouting out the pace boys that are in here. Got quite a few pace guys. So there are your weather settings: sunny, cloudy, rain 7, 6, 4, 8, sunny, and then 2 random blocks. Weather speed is ×3, so they shouldn't go by too quickly. Tire ×6, fuel ×4. We've got a slower fuel rate tonight, 6 litres a second, and they're starting off with 66 litres, which is 2/3 of a tank, just to throw a little bit of a spanner in their maths. GR3s are the cars, open choice. Guys got to pick whatever they wanted since the league season's finished. Bonnie's very excited for tonight's race. Just waiting for my co-commentator Rav. Uncle Babby says soft, wet, soft kind of race, but there are no softs, so we'll substitute that for mediums. Let's see, we've got Panic Potatoes gone with McLaren. Porsche for Serious Sam. We know Porsche is normally quite good in the wet. Savvy's in the GTR. Lexus for Thunderdome. Dynamic Jean's gone for Porsche. Got Sakan saying good evening everyone, best of luck to the beast tonight. Rav says he'll be here soon. He's been avoiding commentary for quite a large part of the season, so we're glad to have him again. Back to the cars, we've got SMP3 Pro, looks like a Supra. Henny in the WRT liveried BMW. Sam in a GTR. Bryson in the GTR. JP Laser in the Alpha is an interesting choice. Callum Pace, McLaren. Yeah, Steele's in a McLaren. Sam Steele in the Lambo. It's an interesting choice, but they were quite strong in the league races. Jensen's in, what's that, Subaru? I think BRZ. And then Phantom in a McLaren. So, big mix-up of cars here tonight. McLaren, Subaru, Alpha, GTR. BMW. We'll have to see what happens. And a Supra, yeah. Stink says old meta. Chicken curry, good luck to the drivers. They are on their first flying lap now. We'll go right with Thunderdome. Thunderdome's taking a sabbatical, he announced earlier. So there's quite a bit of things going on. He's probably going to disappear from next season. See him again in maybe 2026, end of 26, 27, somewhere there. It's a bit weird lag there on board with Thunderdome. Savvy's just disconnected from the room. Henny's disconnected from the room. Jensen, looks like it's one of those nights. So we've just had 4 drivers, I think, disconnect. I don't know if anyone's noticed any server issues. So it looks like they're all getting back in now. There's still Sam. Got 12 drivers in the room, still 3 missing. Some chat about, well, I'm not entering your habit when you click the wrong button. Sorry, just quickly going on Discord to see where these guys that have left the room are. Sorry about the silence, guys. We're just trying to see what's going on here with the hosts. Ravinti's inviting me to a party, but I've got a party open already. Okay, well, not sure Looks like we're changing hosts. So we have a slight delay while everyone's getting back into the lobby. I think they're going to have to restart qualifying. Rav, come in, Rav. Can you hear me? Good evening. You're very, very quiet. Okay. You need. Did you join my party now? I joined yours. Yeah. Let's see if I can change. Can't do anything about your volume. They say they can't hear you. Can you hear me normally, Trivs? Normal volume? Just put your phone right in front of your face. Race is supposed to start after qualifying at past, but we had a bit of a delay, so they're qualifying now. Okay, so I'm loud and clear. You'll just have to didn't get that at all. Okay, Rob's left the chat. I'm not sure what he's doing. We'll see now. Meanwhile, we've got Sam, and Sam, who's you, busy going around. They're the first of the drivers on track. It looks like we've got 12 people so far. We had a full lobby. I'm not sure where the others are. Should see. Rav says he'll be back in a sec. S&P managing to join, Ghost Killers managed to join. Let's just see, we've got 14, missing 2 guys still. Jensen's now left, Phantom's left. Okay, so it probably looks like we're going to end up starting at 9, the way things are going at the moment. While we got you guys in the chat, they're changing, looking at pool 1, they're changing hosts again. So while we got everyone in the chat and we're waiting for some racing action, most people got their results last week, where you finished, who was in what position. So just tell us how your season went. Were you happy with where you came? I think I ended up 31st. Wasn't too bad for the amount of time and effort I put in. Lack of time and effort. Just looking at the pool chat, it seems like they're deciding on the new host. Normally I'd give it a try, but for some reason my network was saying Nat 3, which is unusual. Yeah, Trev's, that's because you do every race, and we have a few guys that get disconnects or can't make it, and it's always the fast guys. Also, noise. We see we're in 24th place and 18th place, and then the next week, once the first drop race comes in, you're down to 25th. The week after, 30th. It's guys like Uncle Babby that are the problem. Always coming, going as they please here. Go race in pool 1, then miss a week, 2 weeks, come abuse us in pool 3 and 4, and then go back to 2, 3, 1. Yes, things. We had some nice races. I think we were both pool 4, 3, a bit of 2 every now and again. Uncle Baby is a yo-yo. We're going to call you Julius because you flip-flop. Okay, so we have 15 drivers, including me, which means one person still missing. So I can't miss races, wrecked a few, ended below 45th, you think. While we're waiting, tell us what your favorite combo was. I think mine pretty much avoided all the ones with GR3. My GR4 Suzuki was fun. Stings, yes, Kalen loves his West liveries. The GR2 race, that was great. I had a bit of bad luck there. I think I caught a stray gust of wind in between turn 1 and 2, ruined my whole race. It spun unnecessary. Guys are still going here. And he's got the Rossi WRT livery with a few mods. Uncle Baby loved the rally. Yeah, and that was good fun. It didn't go well for me, but I think quite a few guys will controversially disagree with you there, Uncle Baby. I don't know why. Stings, for that point, it was unique, something different. Otherwise, if we do 12 races of GR3, GR4, it gets boring. So that's why I have to throw a wild card in. For the 4 wild cards, we had rally, we had the MX5 on the last one, we had the GR2, and we had the Toyota hypercar race at Le Mans was also quite good. If you find that shop, Mr. Zircon, let us know. We'll also go buy some talent. So I just asked Bonnie and Rick quick, and they said they think it's going to be quite a tight race tonight, somewhere between Panic Potato, KLM Pace, with the wild card of Ghost Killer Pace and Phantom thrown in. But that's what they say. I'm not sure how much they know about sim racing. The half NASCAR GL1 event. That was, I think, last year. That was GL1 at the Oval. That was wild. I was still disappointed I didn't get to do it. I had load shedding, that nasty word. Uncle Baby wants a NASCAR. I enjoyed the old daily races when they did Blue Moon Bay with the GR3s. It did get me reset like 3-4 times, mainly because people would push you into the wall at turn 1 and you'd get a 5-second penalty. Okay, so again, here we go. 20 minutes behind schedule. The guys are out for the start of qualifying. It looks like we got 15 cars on track. So we're just waiting to see if Rev can join us.
Hello, Stephen. You hear me?
Welcome back, Revanty. We can definitely hear you now. Actually, a bit loud. No, I'm joking. No louder than usual. I do have a bit of feedback though.
Oh, yeah, I'm on my controller mic right now.
Okay. So we are on the outlap. We had a bit of a delay, so you haven't missed any. Apart from the Pace pool chat, team chats, what is the word on the Pace streets?
Well, a lot of cars are really balanced, and I see even more making appearances like the Alpha. Something I never expected to see, but it shows how close the cars are. Like I haven't had the time to really be part of the team's chats and strategies this week, live things. But yeah, I've seen McLaren, Porsche, Lamborghini, even the Nissan GTR. Those are top cars for the track, and I mean it shows how close the times are.
We got Thunderdome in the Lexus. Sorry.
Yeah, the Lexus is also a very good choice, especially because it is a fuel-saving beast. I think it's probably the best car in terms of fuel saving. So it looks like Thunderdome could be going the long route around in trying to save as many pit stops as he can. Because I think the pit stop here for tires and fuel is somewhere upwards of 50 seconds.
The fuel usage is at refuel rates at ×6, so you definitely are going to have an advantage if you're good on fuel here. Just while we getting our first flying laps done, shout out to the sponsors TJ and Racing Simulators. I did invite Vanna to join us, but I saw he was on a plane to, I think, Dubai from Germany. So Jacques from Rhino Utilities, he might be meeting us. And then shout out to DC's mom from Right Recruitment. Just a quick appreciation for all our sponsors. Made it a great season. We do have one mystery box to give away still. So yeah, looking forward to that. You'll probably hear a little bit more about that tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. I wonder if that's going to be impeding his lap, or is it going to help him in terms of slipstream? Because the Porsche's weakness in this track is its straight line speed. It's a little bit down on power, but that also allows it to save fuel that much better as well. But the RCF is a mystery because it has the power, but it still saves fuel. Even like redlining it the way Thunderdome is right now, even with redlining the car, you'll still get a much better fuel economy than all the other cars on the track right now.
Yeah, I see Panic Potato said very quickly.
Sorry, comment.
No problem. Panic Potato in with a 18.2, Savvy 18.7. Who's next? Thunderdome with a 118.9. Some more quick laps coming in. Kalen 19.2. Ghost Killer Pace 18.9. So right now, Panic Potato with a half-second lead over the field. You're going to say something?
No, I was just greeting Uncle Bobby, but I see 216s is Stings is claiming that I think would be possible on the soft tires, but yeah, I don't think the soft tires are not a choice here, right, Steven?
Correct. Just mediums and hards, and possibly weights and inters.
Okay, well, I haven't even seen a practice race here, so I have no idea even what the weather settings are at. But yeah, it's racing medium tires, so we will probably see the 17s. You see, Penny Potato lets steel pace through. Yeah, I'm probably like a good couple of seconds behind on the replay. But yeah, I don't know if Penny Potato is lining your steel up for some slipstream, or if he simply just let him go on his flying lap.
Yeah, I think Panic Potato was in the pits there briefly, so he's on an out lap, moved out the way. Who we got? We got Savvy in P2 still. He's fractionally quicker. Rick's very excited to see Savvy on track. Ghost Killer getting a bit of slipstream from, it looks like, Henny up front. Callum Pace running on his own.
M6 is a very nice car for this track as well. It's kind of in between the I think it was Lambo and the GTR and the Porsche. It's like a nice middle ground, but because of its heavy front side, it's going to use a lot of the front tires a bit more. So maybe the hards will be a choice for the GTR.
It's possible. What I think my first point of call on a race like this, where you only get the weather forecast later on, I would have seen how many laps I could do before the rain started on that 66% of fuel, and then pick your tires from there, whether you go hard or soft, because you don't want to pit for mediums and one lap later have to come in for hards. Strategy wise though, you don't really know exactly what's going to happen, so the guy who adjusts on the fly the quickest probably have this very good result. I'm just looking at Kalen's McLaren pace livery, looking great there. Sorry, I'm getting, every now and again I get like a little crackle. Did anyone else have that on the stream, or is it just on my headphones? Rav, you still there?
I am, yeah. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Is it raining outside, perhaps?
No, we had 38-degree heat here in East London today. I don't know, big berg wind.
Ooh, that's hectic. Yeah. Meanwhile, we were sitting last night. Me and the fiance, we were sitting with a blanket because it was that cold here in Bloemfontein.
all seasons in one day in East London, South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So SP looks like he's on a slight improvement. In the Supra P5 currently.
Oh, SMP in the Supra was not something I would have expected. So, wow, once again, a major variety on track here tonight. It's awesome to see. And it shows how good the GT3 racing is currently. Probably until December, we were going to see one make Ferrari 296 races.
Yeah, the next time they do a rebalance. Panic Potato getting a half-second penalty, so that's not going to help his second flying lap. Savvy getting within 2/10 of him. Ghost Killer currently third, half a second off. Callan Stein fourth.
Yeah, I'm seeing the comments here. D-Man also saying a nice mix of cars. And that's why I'm saying, like, I'm liking the way GT3 is at the moment, especially on a track like Spa that's very technical, fun, fluid, and treacherous at the same time. Seeing all these different cars, like the McLaren has a very strong slow corner exits, but the problem is you need to really rev that car out to get its full potential. So fuel saving might be a bit of a dampener for the McLaren drivers. Then you get like Lamborghini, that's just been an all-rounded car. The M6 that Henry's driving.
Jensen in the Subaru.
And Jensen in the Subaru. So Subaru is going to be one that's going to need some fuel saving, and that's going to also deter it a little bit because of its weakness in straight line speed. But it is Alpha 4C in Group 4, but just not as good.
Yeah.
So we'll see. There's going to be a lot of mix-up strategies right now.
What do you think of the start on this 24-hour layout? Not being on the chicane, so we don't have the guys 5th place and below 5 seconds behind.
Yeah, that is a good choice. But also the pit entry is much longer as well, or the whole pit
exit
situation.
Yeah. So we've got everyone going through Radion and Al Rouge. A couple guys side by side. Panic Potato from Savvy from Ghost Killer. I wonder if anyone's going to go for a move into turn technically 4, but here 3. Oh, Callan gets spun around. Not the first time this season either.
Definitely not the first time this season, unfortunately. But he's not too far back at least, so you'll be able to make up his ground, especially while the pack is bunched up like this.
Most importantly, as far as I can see, no damage, because heavy damage is on.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Sam P 14th, JP Laser, Henny 13th, Jensen 12th, Dynamic Sean sitting in 11th. Sam Steele's trying to go around the outside, but I think Sean gets a place up to 10th. Yeah, Steele 9th. Yeah, Steele's a man to watch when there's fuel saving and multiple rain clouds around. He's a guy that doesn't even use TC. Thunderdome up into P7 fighting Who's You. That's a big pack of cars there. 6 all the way down to Kalen in 14th. Guys slightly ahead. Sirius Sam and S&P 4th and 5th. They got a little bit of a break from the pack. And then Ghost Killer, Savvy, Ghost Killer's ahead, Savvy and Panic Potato nose to tail at the moment. Savvy and the GTR looking for a way past. They all seem to be getting through the chicane safely. Yeah, Steele picks up half a second penalty. Kalen's up to 13th, made 2 places so far. Goniwe talking about the livery on the Porsche he made. Not too sure on the details. They're cut off before I could see it. And we've got everyone through to complete the first lap. No huge surprises other than Kalen dropping 8 to 10 places with a tap somewhere. We didn't really catch what happened, just caught it in the background. Jean looking for a move on Phantom. He steals penalties now up to a second, so he's got another half second somewhere else. Dynamic Sean does make it through on Phantom. Sam Who's You goes wide. He drops a place behind Yastil. Sean's looking for a way through. All this is slowing this pack down. They're already 8 seconds behind the lead. That 1 second penalty is going to be quite painful for Yastil when he goes through with so many cars so tight.
Cars also. What a close gap from, what is that, 6 all the way down to, what is that, 13th?
15th, 14th,
Wow,
14th.
such a close back. But yeah, Yasil is going to be very hampered by this 1 second penalty. He's probably going to drop maybe 4 or 5
6.
places.
So,
It's possibly
so,
6, yeah.
so I'm just going to. Even there, though, his pace gap to the leads actually stayed the same on this lap, so it's all just how they got held up and spread with all the battling early on. It's all quite tight except for the Alpha dropped off a little bit at the back. Yeah, still coming through the penalty zone. Was 7th. It's down to 11th with one penalty. Evening, Robin. Can all give us your predictions here. It's the man of the season, has led every race, or most races, won quite a few of them. Panic Potato out front currently, still got Savvy right behind him. I'm just watching this pace battle with Yastil and Kalen at the moment, both the McLarens. They're going to work together a little bit. We'll come back and take a look. So it's a nice train here. The Alpha's back back onto the back of it, basically, through that last sector. So it seems maybe to lose out a little bit on the first half of the lap with the top end stuff and then come back on the second half. We're going to go back to the lead. It's half a second Panic Potato ahead of Savvy. They're pulling away from Ghost Killer. Savvy using a little bit more tyres at the moment. Similar fuel. Ghost Killer and the GTR's got a nice little gap on S&P. S&P still having a very tight battle with Serious Sam. Toyota Supra versus Porsche. And then it's back to 6th place, and then we're starting to stretch the pack a little bit now. Jean up to 7th, who's you 8th, Phantom 9th, Jensen 10th, Callum Pace up to 11th. So he did it 121 last time around with all the overtakes, so he's definitely got some pace here, no pun intended. He's managed to pass Your Steele's got Sam Steele behind, followed by Henny, followed by JP Laser. I said earlier, we do have quite a high slow fuel refill rate, 6 litres per second, so the guys are going to want to just try and save a little bit there. The guys that are running in the pack here with a bit of slipstream will get some advantage from that. Maybe someone like Savvy sitting within a second of the leader, he's also going to benefit and save a few extra litres. Rabs, you still there?
I am. I'm just busy having a bite to eat while I'm watching.
You're not sharing, that's rude. So we got... What's happening? Savvy sitting right behind Panic Potato still. Ghost Killer Pace now 3 seconds behind. SMP3 Pro got a half-second penalty. He's just ahead of Sam. Sam will be very happy to see that. He can get past without having to make any effort. Thunderdome's close a little on these two, within 2.5 seconds now. Dynamic Sean running right with him. We'll go on board with Phantom through El Rouge Rayon. Over the top. See a nice team layout here, the TNR livery. Callum Pace got a half-second penalty now. It's that little train still formed up there. It's Callum Jensen on the Subaru, just still in the other McLaren, Sam still in the Lamborghini, half-second. Henny falling a little bit off the back of the pack. He'll catch up with Sam Steele though, as soon as he serves that penalty. All the Sam guys, TNR guys, all doing great jobs here with the suits and helmets. Henny's running my Kevin Swan's helmet, not that I made, but I've been using that for about 2 years, so must get permission. 22.2 last time around from JP Laser. Henny 21.4, 21.0 from Sam Steele, 21.1. I think this whole pack's running mid 21s and a whole bunch of them with penalties. Kalen, Sam Steele, we'll see they're all going to serve them now. Half second's not as costly as the 1 second. Kalen drops one place. Letting Steele go around the outside. It should be as bad as it gets. Steele goes a bit wide though. I'm not sure if he'll get a penalty for that. And he still picks up half second, running off. Pumpkin Patch, good evening. Welcome to the chat.
Yeah, I was saying, Stings are saying, my knees are I almost said shaving. My knees are shivering. Rain must be on the way. It looks pretty weathery. Yeah. The clouds are looking a bit ominous there. And I'm only saying now we're passing the first corner for me. But yeah, there's a lot of close battlings going on. Thunderdome and Jean, Sam and SMP. Ooh, and that Supra is going to leave the Porsche on the straight. I don't even know if Sam will get a chance. Savvy going into the lead also against Panic Potato into the first little east bends there. I wonder, is this team orders? Because Savvy's tires are looking a bit chow right now.
He has saved a bit more fuel though behind Panic, running the first 5 laps behind him. It's also quite interesting when the weather does come. If you're in front, we can see first to last place, the gap's 20 seconds at the moment. So you could have someone who decides no, they've got enough time to do a lap. The guy at the back decides no, he's going to pit because the weather's already got there, and he gets it right, and the guys in the front have to do half a lap in the rain and drop 2 minutes. So it's all about timing.
Yeah, and that's also the thing once the rain comes in. So it could be if someone makes a mistake and goes 1 lap too long and falls to the rain, that could completely ruin the race. Whereas like if the back pits early, like you say, get the inters on early and then just try and make that time up in the rain. But I don't know, is it going full wet here, Stephen?
It's going to be very wet at some stages. We've got R7, R4, 6 and 8, I think.
Okay, so we'll see. We're going to see who's going to be daring enough to go for inters and who's going to go safe and go for the wets.
If anyone's driving and listening to the stream, put your weather map on. I can't see the weather, so every now and again when we have these races someone's got it on the weather map and you can see it, but mine's just showing track map for every driver, which makes it a bit hard for us to predict what's going to happen. So Panic's sitting in behind Savvy, he's enjoying some slipstream, his tyres are much better off at the moment. Their fuel's about the same now after 2 laps of him being behind. Just to make sure he gets to the wet. Last thing you want to do is have a pit stop right before the rain. Panic Potato goes for the move into after the straight, takes the lead back. I think with Savvy's tyres dying, he's in a bit of a hurry to get through. Ghost Killer's only 4 seconds behind, he's got 5 seconds over S&P. Sarah Sam right with S&P still. Thunderdome's caught them up. He was 2.5 seconds behind just now.
So a nice battle, and Thunderdome is making his way into that battle for 4th.
He's bringing
not
Jean
far
with.
behind Jean as well. So nice battling going on, nice clean driving, but I think Sam's going to be on the bit of the eager side to get that 4th place from S&P. It looks like Sam isn't fast around the corners, but the straights is where the Supra shines.
Yeah, 100%. It's getting very misty up in the Belgian forests right now. I think we do have heavy rain coming. It's just when and who's going to get there first. So looking at the leaders, their fuel is extremely low, so I wouldn't be surprised to see both of them pitting. Where a bit of strategy is going to come in. I think I saw 1 or 2 drivers further back that could possibly stretch 1 more lap. but they're on the end of lap 6, so these guys have used 11% basically per lap. Do they go into the pits? They both are in. So that's a McLaren and a GTR. Ghost Killer also is he in? Where did he go? Yeah, Ghost Killer's in. Surprised to see S&P's got enough fuel to go through, but he's gone in. I think we've got the top 6, 7.
Yeah, I think the rain is everyone's going to go in.
The rain's just started on my screens. So they did manage to just eke it out long enough. Would have been interesting if it could have lasted one more lap, because guys like the leaders that had to pit would have had to do one lap on their damp wet tyres and the dry, and guys that like who was it, SMP3 looked like he had enough petrol to do an extra lap, could have stayed out and hit it at the right time.
Yeah, I think Jean Phantom as well, but I see Jensen goes in with 0% fuel, so he just made it. I mean, look at the transition time going into the actual, but there's over 20 seconds before you make the stop.
Yeah.
So I think you're still lapped early.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yes, pitted on lap 4. You can see he's had a fair amount of wear on his inters, but he is getting around now. Everyone else is fueling, he's coming through, so Panic Potato's out.
See, I think he still was in 12th.
We'll see where
he exits.
Yeah. So we're looking Panic Potato enters, Savvy enters, Ghost Killer. I'm just going to say weights if anyone's on weights. Thunderdome went for weights. And Sam JP Lasers on weights. So it's just those two have gone for the wet tyres. They'll have an advantage for a little while as the rain gets hard, but then the drying track, they're going to have to switch to slicks as soon as possible, while the other guys have the advantage of waiting a little bit. Panic still just ahead of Savvy, not much change in the pit stop, same fuel levels. Ghost Killer is 4.7 back from the lead. S&P 5 seconds off. Then we've got the nice little battle with S&P, Sirius Sam, Thunderdome and Jean. There's slightly bigger gaps between them than before, but they're still fairly close together. Thunderdome with a thank you for Gtsa on his doors. My very dramatic friend. I'm sure he'll be back with us sooner than later. Go and make some millions at work and then come back and race some more Thunderdome. Now this is normally Porsche territory, so it'd be interesting to see if the Porsche guys start moving up the pack. We're 16 minutes into the race, so there's still almost 43 minutes of normal full-length Gtsa race left. We also have to consider the normal Gran Turismo, not glitch, but the cars that ride further back get a little bit drier track as the rain stops. They get the dry track earlier. Kalen looking to make some moves here on Jensen. Hello, Rav.
Yeah, Steven, do you hear me?
Rav.
Yeah. I was having a bit of mic issues there.
No problem. We got some nice battling here. Jensen looking up the inside of Who's You. Kalen was also trying to get past Jensen in the previous corner. So the wet weather experts are coming in here with the intermediates. Yeah, agree, Uncle Baby. It is natural physics, but the GT physics are a little bit aggressive. That it tries from P1 to P5. Oh, Sam, Who's You, Jensen. Oh, don't know if they made contact or that someone got a tank slapper there. Who's You into the wall. Jensen lost a little bit of pace. Kalen's looking for the outside line. We're going to check quickly once this bit of battling is done. No damage for Jensen. Sam Who's got a little bit of front left damage. That's not going to be great, but it is at least in the wet conditions where it won't hurt him as much. And he gets another little bit of a tank slap on there on the wet. We are in the very heavy rain now, so intermediate drivers are struggling a little bit.
Who's your wind off? Let me just say that. I don't know how far back I am now on the replay.
5 seconds or so.
Okay. But yeah, so I think JP Laser should have gone for the intermediates because the cars ahead are keeping that dry line going. But you'll see now if the rain does stop or slow down, that's probably going to hamper Penny Potato and Savvy and bring the rest of the pack a little bit closer. You see Savvy in the background going for a little bit of a slide there as well.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. The GTR seems to be a bit twitchy in the rain here with the inters on. Panic Potatoes opened about a second and a half on this lap alone.
Yeah, the MR cars on this track right now, in the rain in general, MR is a very, very good car. Whatever car it is, be it Lambo, Ferrari, McLaren, Porsche, all of them are really, really strong in the rain, and that heavy front end of the GTR is going to throw its back out as we've seen before.
We can see S&P struggling a bit in the Supra. He's got passed by Thunderdome and Serious Sam. Serious Sam's flying up behind Ghost Killer. Like you say, the Porsche is doing its business in the wet. We can also see Dynamic Jean's caught right up to the back of S&P. You'll see them coming into picture now, another Porsche. So their gaps come down. Sam's only 11 seconds off the lead, only 2.7 behind Ghost Killer, where he was about 15 just a lap ago.
That's a massive difference. Wow. As much as Sam was sliding out the first corner. I think Jean made a good play going for the intermediates over the wets, because seeing how they a little bit further back in the pack, and like I said before, that dry line forms a lot earlier for the guys further back, so that intermediates are going to be very, very good work right now. And I think S&P is on the wets, which besides the Supra being not so good in the rain, the wet tires will also be a bit of a detriment.
Yeah, S&P is on
inters. Where's he on inters? And who else was on wet? So just Savvy and
Thunderdome.
Thunderdome. And so, I consider he's doing pretty well with the wets as well.
Yeah. If we looked last time around, Sam did a 37, 2 minutes 37. Potato did 38. Savvy 39, and Ghost Killer 40. So that's where Sam's taken a second out of the leader, but then 3-4 seconds out of second and third. Who else? 39s for Thunderdome, 38 for Dynamic Jean in the Porsche, 41 for S&P, 36 for Phantom, fastest so far on track. He's caught up to S&P. 36.9 for Jensen, 37 for Kalen, 36.0 for Henny. So you can see the guys at the back are definitely getting the drier conditions. Besides the Porsche, we can see the BM, the McLaren all closing in further back. Sam's now within 9.7 of the lead, another 2 seconds out the leader on that lap. 37.0. Let's see what he's done this time around. Savvy's coming a little bit back at Panic Potato. The heavy rain has stopped. The GTR boys were seeming to battle a bit there. You can already see it's getting to a fully intermediate track. So we do a 33.6 for Panic Potato, 33.3 for Savvy, 34 for Ghost Killer, 32 for Sam, Serious Sam. Both of them looking for some wetline. Phantom did a 32 as well. He's now up to 7th place. S&P on inters down to 10th. (31.2) from Henny, fastest man on track. Sam Who's come in. He's getting rid of his damage. Not sure. I probably would have stayed out a bit. With the long pit lane, there's not much you can do to get a bit of fuel in. The lead's hanging around the 2-second mark. Ghost Killer to Sam stabilized at about 1.8.
Yeah, now that conditions are fully in the intermediate, we're going to see now who's going to be changing. I don't know if whoever went into the pit is going to change onto dry tires again, because I don't know when the rain is going to be back. But yeah, we'll see that people are probably going to take chances. If there's no rain scheduled further in the race, we'll probably see some dry tires coming on for a little bit.
Well, you can see Thunderdome was one of the wet guys, and he was up to 5th, but John's passed him and opened a gap already. There's a bit of a queue behind Thunderdome. We've got Phantom, Jensen, Kalen, S&P all looking for a way past the big Lexus.
Yeah, and this is going to be like the Lexus' major weak point because of the tires now. It makes the car so much more understeery. It's unreal the difference between wet tires on a slightly dry track and intermediates on a slightly dry track. But there's a big queue of cars coming up there, and I think it's brought Kalen back into the race as well.
Yeah, we've got Phantom and Jensen going side by side now. Phantom got caught out a little bit there while he was behind Thunderdome, and Jensen takes advantage. What you want to do now if you're on the inters is just put a big send into the chicane, because the longer you're behind Thunderdome, the more time you're losing. Thunderdome's wets are already wearing. He's going into the pits, so there's that problem out the way. It's a bit early for slicks, so I probably would have tried one more lap myself, but that's why I'm not pool 1.
Now Jensen's going to be under heavy fire because of that Subaru's slow straight line speed. So we'll see how much places. Is he going to lose 1? Is he going to lose 2 on the straight? But yeah, what does Thunderdome do? Does he go onto a set of intermediates, or does he go onto the dry tires? And with that, also you have to be really careful on that pit exit, because it's a long set of tarmac that's going to be fully wet if you go to dry tires.
Looking back at the lead, Panic's gap's down to 1.6, 1.7, but his tyres are looking a lot better than Savvy. Ghost Killer 2 seconds faster than Savvy last time around, but he's got a half-second penalty. He is the quickest man on track, I'm pretty sure, in the front runners. Sam dropped off a little bit on the last lap, only did a 27. Dynamic Sean was in the 25s, and then we got the pack. So the leaders bunched up a bit. Sam got within 9 seconds, but he's now back to 11. Ghost Killer, though, is under 7. He is at 9 seconds. The gaps are yo-yoing as the conditions go on and as tyres wear. So the guys that have the dry track, they have the speed advantage, but I think their inters are wearing out quicker. Uncle Baby wants you to say moist pit exit. Rove's disappeared again. But anyway, Uncle Baby, I said moist pit exit for you. Kalen's up to 7th, 20 seconds off the lead. That early tap's been very costly. He did get through quite quickly on a few guys, but seems to get stuck down a little bit where he is. Welcome back.
Ah, there we go. Awesome. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if you got to hear me say moist pit exit, but the moistness of the wheels also on that pit exit will be very, very easy to make some slippery action happen.
So we don't know what's going to happen now with track conditions. Panic Potato's gone round, Savvy's gone round, Ghost Killer's carried on, Sam, a few mid-packets. Could be time to pull in and try for slicks. I saw at the back we do have a few guys that already have. Triv's asking who's excited for the fun season.
I was about to say the same thing now. I'm definitely excited for the fun season. I want to see what fun is up. But Kanan also making a major comeback from after that unfortunate first lap incident. But he is back up to 7, closing into the gap with this little plane in 6th and 5th, I think. 5, 6, 7, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. We didn't see what Thunderdome put on when he pitted, but he's currently on mediums, and we'll see what his lap time is this time around. Steele's in the pits. I think he's also gone to put mediums on. It's not giving. I don't see a time for Thunderdome. It's just giving me red, so maybe at a penalty. Sam, JP Laser, and Sam Who's You both have fitted mediums. Yeah, Steele's putting some fuel. It's trying the alternative strategy. See what he's put on. Thunderdome goes through, it looks like. This is where it's tricky. We'll follow. Steele's on Interstall. He is the one that pitted early, so he had very worn Inters to start with, so he's gone on to another set of Inters. We'll see what's happening at the front. The tyres are dying very quickly, as you can see. Panic Potatoes opened up like 3 seconds on this lap. I'm not sure what happened to Savvy. Ghost Killer's also dropped way off. He's dying. The GTRs are dying basically on their tyres.
Yeah, I think the tyres are the big flaw in the GTRs right now. So yeah, that's how that 3-second gap happened. Oh, yeah. It's such a annoying way to bleed time.
Even Kalen's up to 5th, but his tyres also cooked. So I think we're going to get a whole bunch of the guys coming in now. Again, Panic's in. It's interesting to see what they put. Are they going for another set of Inters? Are they going for slicks? If you believe the GT pit crew, it looks like Inters, but we know that's not true.
Yeah, I see the Stream Elements giving us a driver of the day already. I think it's still too early to call it because so many position changes that happened, so many little mistakes and things like that. So we'll see now what do the guys do. I don't know if there's more rain scheduled for the rest of the race, but I'm pretty sure we'll see a lot of slick tires right now. Sam going for the risky play with pretty much dead tires. He's probably going to lose. Grips. Yeah, he's probably going to lose easily like 7-8 seconds this lap. 10 seconds. Goes wide as well. That's a very over-eager play for Sam, even by his standards. And yeah, Uncle Bobby saying Jensen driver of the day. I wouldn't. He's definitely in contention, sure, for that with that Subaru, the odd one out here.
So Savvy lost 5 seconds on that last lap with the tyre wear. He was 1.8 behind, now he's 6.5 behind. Thunderdome's gone through up into 4th place. He's coming past Savvy. Thunderdome's on the mediums.
Yeah, I think Thunderdome put very early for the mediums, but very high risk, high reward kind of play. And we see that now Thunderdome going into the podium positions. But again, we don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if Savvy spun there, if he just had a little bit of a slide. But yeah, if the rain is coming again, I see Panic Potato is on intermediate, so maybe the rain is coming back. And if that's the case, then the dry tire drivers are going to be in a very much of a showdown. But I see Panic Potato is driving on the wet line, so maybe the rain is further away than we thought.
Thunderdome doing 23s last time around. We don't know what the wet guys into the guys are doing. There won't be much off that. Problem is with Thunderdome, you can't push too hard because you just exactly what he's doing now. Touch the wet line and he runs wide. And loses 5 seconds.
Yeah, and that's such a terrible way to lose time on the medium tires, because you can gain so much time against the intermediates, against the wets, because they're gonna have to look for the dry line as well, the wet line as well, the intermediate users. But yeah, any small mistakes comes with a heavy cost.
It looks like it is raining again.
That means the dry tires have to come in again. So going for another set of inters was the play. We're going to see where serious Sam comes out now, because he's only getting into the pits now.
No.
I think he hit the wall. His car was stopped on the track for a good moment, so that's a big one. You see, he's going on for the 3-minute lap time already.
Yeah, Thunderdome's in. Thunderdome. He did lose a fair amount of time on that last portion of the lap on the mediums. Yeah, pumpkin patch, never mind. That's why your wet races end with you spending 3 minutes on the grass at Nürburgring.
Yeah, we turn our cars into lawnmowers.
Yeah,
Guniva would have done very well. He's quite the connoisseur for the wet weather and the shifting weather, and also usually on his predictions on when it's gonna rain or when it's not. Shots fired.
So the way it's shaken out, Panic Potato's still got a comfy lead, 6.9 at the moment. Savvy's 12 seconds ahead of Ghost Killer. Kalen's only 3 seconds behind Ghost Killer now. Up to fourth, that's because...
I think Ghost Killer went off.
Because he did have a slow lap there, but I think most of that was a pit stop.
Way off.
Yeah. It's been disastrous for S&P. I mean, not S&P, Serious Sam, because he's down in 11th now after that long lap. Thunderdome down to 13th. He's on full wets now. We'll have to see what Sam on full wets. So they both rolled the dice again.
Yeah, I think if it's going to be raining for a good amount of time, sorry for cutting you off there. If it's going to be raining for a good amount of time, the wets with the Porsche is going to be a very solid play. So we'll see if Sam can make up all that time he lost, because that was a major hit to his race. I see Akil also climbed back a fair amount of pace after he also gambled on the intermediates, but just a lap too soon. So it's nice to see he's got back into the race again. And yeah, Ghost Killer Pace is going to lose a position to KLM Pace here, and we'll see if they can hold on now and maybe use each other's slipstream to get a little bit of an extra boost towards the front of the pack. But KLM Pace going into third. What a dramatic comeback so far! What a drive from him so far.
Yeah, you can see Panic Potatoes going into Al Rouge. Savvy is coming out of turn 1, and Kalen was hitting the start-finish line. So front three, there's now 23 seconds between them.
Oh, and Savvy has a big moment. Just because now it's full wet track conditions, so the GTR is going to be very bad. The McLaren, because it's a MR car, you can still get away with the intermediates, but Savvy is going to have a horrible time, and I think Ghost Killer Pace is on the intermediates as well, which is also going to throw him way off his pace.
We're just commentators curse here, right?
Oh, I didn't see. Ghost Killer, yeah. Unfortunate.
The only good news is he didn't get damage somehow.
Somehow. But yeah, that's all the way down to 8th position, probably 9th, maybe even 10th. That's so unlucky for Ghost Killer there. But that is the one weakness of the GTR, is that it's very temperamental in the rain, and especially on the intermediates, it just makes it so much worse.
And yeah, still now up to 6, but his alternative strategy, he's now in very worn intermediates in the heavy rain, so he's got to pack up behind him again. Phantom, Serious Sam looking to get through. Serious Sam on the wets, Phantom on the new inters. Sam should just drive around both of them. Looks like he's going through, yeah. 2 places for one. Phantom, and yeah, still for Serious Sam with the Porsche and the wet tyres.
Yeah. A good comeback so far. How much can he capitalize on that advantage now? Because I think Phantom is also on the wet tires.
He's on inters.
Who else is on the wet tires now? Because they're gonna have a nice advantage.
I have a feeling it's just Sam and Thunderdome, but let's see.
Yeah, so Thunderdome can have a shot at coming back as well. So we'll see how long is the rain going to last and how effective is this wet stint going to be.
And if we're on board with who's had a bit of a nightmare on 1 or 2 laps. Lap 13 was a 3 minutes 11. I think he was one of the guys that put on mediums, but he obviously got stuck out on track. He's on fresh inters, but if you look at the track conditions for him, they're pretty dry already. Back into inter territory. So Panic Potato with a 10-second lead, something we've said quite a few times this season. Savvy's gap to Kalen's come down slightly, but it's still 15 seconds. S&P's back up to 4th after Ghost Killer's issues. 6 seconds back. Then S&P's got John and Sam, Serious Sam right behind him. 2 inter runners and a wet runner. Sam needs to get through quickly before the track dries, because then he's going to start being in trouble again. Phantom in 7th. He's got Ghost Killer pace right behind him with Yasteel and Henny. Yasteel with the old inters, and Henny, who we saw in the first half, was very good on inters in the BM. Coming back into it in 10th place.
Yeah, what a roller coaster of a race it's been. Everyone's been changing positions. Henny was so far back at one point, but now he's up in 10th, battling for a train, of course, 9th, 10th, and I think Ghost Killer pace goes for a move on Phantom as well, and does look like he nails it. But yeah, so now the inters are going to come back into play for the GTR, but only for such a short time, because the tieway is just going to be insane. So we'll see how long it's going to take for the weather to come down and the fully dry track to come through again, and who is going to take the risk of going back onto the dry tires.
We've got 20 minutes to go, so that was the RO8 we just went through. I think there's 2 dry blocks and then 2 question marks to end it off, which, knowing Gran Turismo, will probably stay dry. So I think we'll start having a fully dry track. It's just when to come in. If you're someone like Panic Potato with an 8-second lead, no need to risk it. If you someone in the mid pack, might be worth rolling the dice. You can see Savvy's GTR's eating his tires a little bit. Kalen taking another second off him. Then we've got a big battle here, like I said just now. S&P, Serious Sam's got ahead of Jean. That was wets and inter runners, but Sam needs fuel. He obviously short fueled when he put the wets on. So he's going to have to pit now about a lap too early, I'd say, for slicks.
For slicks, yeah. But he could also take the risk, because he's going to fall very far behind the pack, and then the dry line might be forming. So we'll see. I feel like he'll probably go for the intermediate tires, but he might try and pull another risky move and go for the mediums. We'll see.
He was in P7. I see Steele's also coming. His inters were pretty bad.
Yes, Steele might even come out ahead of Sam because of that fuel deficit.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah. That's a 5-second gap.
Definitely.
We'll see how much the 6 liters per second is actually going to affect the gap.
The gap's 40 liters currently, so if they go to the same level, that's about 7 seconds worth.
Oh, yeah, that's why I think Thunderdome also still has a chance of coming back at this race, because I don't think he'll need to put fuel in, or he might just fuel for the safety aspect. I'm pretty sure these guys have an idea of how long the race is going to be, how many laps. So I think Thunderdome is probably going to get a good chunk of time here. And you see, Steel Pace does fill up sooner than Sam, so he's going to come out ahead by maybe 2 seconds. So yeah, around about a 7-second loss.
Yeah, so it's gone for hard tires, Sam mediums. I'm assuming.
And you're still with a 3-second penalty also. That's unfortunate. But this I'm interested to see. Can your Steel Pace go all the way to the end of the race on the hard tires? Because I feel like it could be possible with your Steel's mental fuel saving.
They should have more than enough fuel on a full tank to get to the end.
Probably.
If we're following Thunderdome, taking it very easy.
Also going for the hards. And what tires did Sam go on to, Stephen?
Medium.
Okay. So yeah, now we'll see. if the gamble is going to pay off, because I think all these guys at the backpack is going to go for the dry tires, and Panic Potato also coming in for another set of dry tires.
Yeah.
And with that, I think I might see a little bit of sun peeking out behind the clouds. So it looks like the rest of the race is going to be dry.
We can see some blue sky. The top 3 are in. You can see a lot of the guys, like especially the Ghost Killer, Sabi, their inters are cooked on the GTR, so we've got no point staying out. But we've got Jensen and Henny going through for one more lap. Jensen's tyres are pretty finished, same with Henny. So I'm not sure if best strategy, but safety first, one extra lap, let the track dry a little bit, because you don't want to come out and spin and lose 30 seconds and get damage.
Yeah, that's also the risk of going onto the dry tires now. We'll see. I'm pretty sure these guys have a good idea of how to handle the track now with the dry line formed. But we'll see. Robin Williams saying nice combo. I believe so too. I would have loved to do this race.
We've got Panic out on the mediums, Savvy on mediums. Kalen's busy exiting the pits, so we'll see also medium runner. S&P went for mediums. We got Uncle Baby saying finish the race because Jensen's leading. There's treacherous conditions coming out the pit lane here. 3-second penalty for Jean, that's going to hurt him unfortunately. He makes it out onto the dry.
Yeah, such an easy way to get a 3-second penalty as well. But yeah, it's something that I think the pace guys can maybe climb back, but yeah, they've fallen a long way down, and we'll see. I'm especially curious about your Steele's race now on the hards.
Yeah, he's got Sam right behind him. Still Sam in 12th, Thunderdome all the way down in 13th still. JP Laser 14th, and we've got Who's You coming in for his slicks. So Jensen's got a penalty to serve, 2.7 ahead of Henny. Henny's got Panic Potato only 2 seconds behind, and our 2 leaders still need to pit, more than likely this lap. And the actual leader, Panic Potato, 9 seconds ahead of Savvy, who's 17 ahead of Kalen now. So that gap opened up slightly again by about 3 seconds. I'm not sure if Kalen was just extra cautious on pit exit, looking for that podium. S&P's closed the gap a little bit. I think it's more Kalen managing the race. So 15 minutes to go. Jensen's in, Henny's in. So any more shake-ups here will just be if those last weather blocks throw a little bit more rain on track. Be nice if we could control them remotely. Put a question mark and then you get to choose.
Oh, that would be nice, like just on the fly.
God mode. So Savio's closing in. He's actually been very quick on the last couple laps. Son and mediums, he was running on the wet there down the straight to cool them. I'm not 100% sure why, but I'm not going to question the guy in second.
Yeah, I think it's just, especially for the GTR, just keeping those tires cool might give him that one extra lap edge. But I think they'll be able to make it all the way to the end now. I think all our drivers have maybe done all their last pit stops now.
Around 6 laps to go, should be fine. Savvy's definitely been the quickest this lap round, taken a second and a bit out of panic and pulled the gap on Kalen, secured that second place if there was any doubt. Uncle Fabi doesn't want me to have God mode access. Yeah. No groundhogs. I might throw a kangaroo though on Bathurst when you're coming down the back straight in the rain. that's a track I'd definitely add rain to. Imagine doing that. Nighttime Bathurst, heavy
wow.
rain.
That just sounds scary.
Yeah, I'll do it in SF so you don't have lights either.
Oh my word. I would love to actually just do a race like that. For the heck of it.
I think Savvy's made a mistake here and lost about 4 seconds. Probably just ran wide in a corner. The gaps up in front and down behind him. He was flying along there. Callan's opened up more time, a couple seconds on S&P, so for now the podium's fairly stable. We don't want to do any Raventy level commentary curses.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try not to say anything about the wet line.
Who's you and who's GTR? Yeah, that was a little bit of a commentator curse earlier, but it couldn't be helped. S&P in fourth, he's got 4 seconds ahead of Ghost Killer, who's been making a steady comeback into fifth. He's got Jean right behind him, also good drive from Dynamic Jean. Cirrus Sam with his issues, he's up to 7th now. Phantom in 8th, yeah, Steel 9th. They're all still fairly close together, so a bit of tire management. Guys ahead having tire troubles, so places could shake up a fair amount. So S&P is 35 seconds behind the leader, and if we go all the way to Henny's 54 behind, so 20 seconds covering 4th to 11th. But if we look at 10th to 5th, that's only 8 seconds for those 6 cars. Sean with Ghost Killer, 2 seconds back to Sam, 2 to Phantom.
Yeah, so I imagine they're 50 minutes in to this race, and they're still how much is that, like 6 cars within a 10-second gap of each other?
Yeah,
even less. That just shows how closely packed our Pool 1 drivers are.
Definitely. We've got Sam Steele, he's 1 minute behind the leader after 1 minute behind after 50 minutes. Thunderdome 109 back, 138 for Sam Steele, and who's used 220, he's actually just about to get lapped. But when you look how far this is, 15-minute race is already 10 minutes longer than our normal races. So, doing a great job, all of them. Panic coming to lap Sam, not Sam Steele. He unfortunately had that big spin that cost him a whole bunch of time. And I think the one lap too long on slicks in the wet. I think that spin for Kalen early on, we could have had quite a close race with him and Savvy. Gap 17 seconds at the moment, but their times fluctuate fairly close to each other. Different track conditions. Kalen having to come from last all the way back to third. He didn't lose much time in the incident, 5-6 seconds, but he lost a lot having to battle the pack. You see on the nose of his car there is 4 Gtsa title stars. So never one to be underestimated. As this battle 5th, Ghost Killer, Steel 6, Phantom and Jensen all in a train. Sean's had an incident somewhere, he's dropped behind them, down to 9th, but not too far off. If you're Jean, you can see 4 places right up ahead of you. Sarah Sam not too far back. He's had quite an adventure in this race. I'm looking forward to reading the pool chat messages. Quite a few of these guys have had some adventures. It's now a 5-car train. What'd you say, Rav? You there?
Yeah, again, just sorry, just sorting out my mic. I think it's more my controller. My controller port is giving issues.
Sean just took the wide line again.
Oh, unlucky. That's so unfortunate. And again, with that, he still has a chance to climb it back though. But Serious Sam and Henny is really close by. Did Sam? It looks like Sam made a mistake as well, going all the way down to 10th.
They both lost about 10 seconds on the previous lap. You're still currently 6. Yeah, they're not far off Ghost Killer now. So this is a battle. Ghost Killer 1 second to Still, 4/10 to Phantom, 1/10 to Jensen. See if Jensen goes for the move here on Phantom.
Yeah, and Ghost Killer with full-on bumper damage is also gonna slow his pace down quite a bit. So anything is to go for the top 5, 5th place position.
Yeah, because Ghost Killer had the pace on these guys early on, but that front damage down the long straight is going to be a bit of an issue. We can see after his little run wide, John's now got Henny and Sam right behind him. So we've got a pack of 5 cars and then a pack of 3 just behind them. Why is Jensen's wipers on? Is it raining again?
I think he might just have pressed the button. But yeah, give me a few minutes, Stephen. I'll be right back.
No problem. You can see you're still getting a little bit out of shape there. Gets a half-second penalty. Phantom loses some time. Jensen comes through. There's just one place up for Jensen. He's going to now put some pressure on Still with his half-second. So far, Ghost Killer's managing to hold them off with that damage. What's the gap? Is Sean closing? It's 2.3 at the moment. Oh, and Jensen goes around, touched the wet curb. Where's he gone? Sir Sam has a half-second penalty. I'm not sure what happened to him there. Jensen has rear bumper damage now. Got 4.5 minutes left. I do see some dark clouds around. I don't think it's going to affect our race much from here. 2 laps left. Panic Potato just cruising along in the 22s, 22.7, 22.4, 22.5, 22.0. It's got the gap up to 15 seconds. Savvy did a couple 21s for 22 last time around. It's 25.5 this time. Kalen's been solid 23, 22. Does another 22. S&P did a 21, closing back in a little bit. I think not huge amounts of time left, 2 laps to go. Without mistakes, these front positions are pretty locked down. Then Ghost Killer's got 2 seconds on Still. Still holding his place. Sean, Phantom and Henny. Henny's now joined the pack. Henny taking a look at the inside of Phantom. Great to see Henny throwing quick laps down and making some moves again. He's always a gentleman to race against. I was in a couple pools with him this year. Actually, that GR1 at Tokyo, I was 2 laps more fuel and sitting on his tail when I spun in turn 1, 2, which was annoying because I was playing that perfectly to jump him at the pit stop. Jean gets a half-second penalty. See a little bit of damage on his front fender there, and he's looking to go through anyway. So in a rush, doesn't want to wait. He's done a good job saving his tyres. The guys ahead are fairly similar, some less, some the same. Steel's hards are still looking fairly decent. Phantom dropping back to 9th and just a little bit off the pack now. Sir Sam pushing hard in the background. Said adventure of a race could have been a lot higher. Same with Thunderdome, just rolling the dice on the pit stop didn't quite work out for him. He was in the top 5 for a long part of the early race. Going to wets twice and slicks didn't work out. Jensen with his spin 13th. JP Lays and Who's You. Panic Potatoes through to start what should be the last lap because we only have a minute and a half left. 16 seconds on Savvy 14 seconds on Kalen. S&P 13 seconds further back. He's had an issue on the last lap. We dropped about 10 seconds it seems. So Kalen in the 23s last time around. S&P's running low on fuel as well. He should make it to the last year. Yeah, he lost 13 seconds on that lap from his previous. Ghost Killer's now within 11 seconds, and Ghost Killer's got this whole train. Yeah, still Henny, Dynamic Sean behind him. 26 for Ghost Killer, 25 for Yasteel, 23 for Henny. Henny's a man on the move. 24 for John, 25 for Phantom. So can Henny get up to 5th place? Final lap. Got Sam still going through. Sir Sam, Thunderdome. They're all starting the last lap. Jensen will go through. I think JP Laser and Who's You are going to get timed out. But we're the man of the season, Panic Potato. Other than throwing the race away when he did donuts on the line by mistake and got overtaken, he's got stuck at Fuji on track and had to drop a pool. Just a glitch on the game, but he's won his fair share of races, probably 60-70% of them, and looks like being a deserved champion. About 25 seconds away. Coming through the last sector into the chicane shortly. That is the Panic Potato taking Season 2 Showdown and the league. So shout out to Panic. We've got Savvy coming through. He's going to be thrilled, I'm sure, with 2nd place. It gets a bit sideways. Savvy for P2. Very strong comeback from Kalen. I don't think he'll be too happy about 3rd. He'll be happy that he got 3rd. I'm not sure what happened at the start. Subject to review, but 3rd place for Kalen. S&P coming through for 4th. Henny has got 5th place and a gap. All the other guys I think are really struggling on their dead tyres. Phantom's up to 6th, I'm not sure. Yeah, Steele's running out of fuel. Dynamic Jean has had an issue. Ghost Killer, Phantom and Yasteel got a huge jump there, but great for them. Henny comes through. What a comeback drive. 5th place out of nowhere. Shout out Henny.
Yeah,
Phantom P6.
P6.
Yeah, still on fumes over the line. Jean over Ghost Killer. Sam still caught up to them at the end. Takes P10 with a donut. Sirius Sam also running out of petrol on the line. Thunderdome almost caught up with that whole pack. He's coming across for 12th. Just a reminder to the drivers to come join the party chat when you're done. Thunderdome takes 12th place. JP Laser and Who's You have already finished, so we're just waiting for Jensen, who's coming through, unfortunately, after that spin, 13th. Henny was definitely flying in that BM tonight. 2nd half of the race came from somewhere 10th, 12th, all the way up to 5th. Oh, what a race, what a season. Rav, you there? You're still eating? You're back eating? You're back?
Yeah, I'm having a lot of mic problems, but yeah, I'm gonna have to run. Wish I could stay.
I can hear you got quite a bit of feedback there.
Yeah, guests have arrived.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, but awesome race from the guys tonight. Really, so much change for position. But for me, Henny definitely takes the driver of the day.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Panic, but then comeback of the day, Kalen.
But yeah, I'm gonna run. Have a good night, guys, and have a good weekend. I will see you
Bye.
for
Bye.
the next for the fun season.
Bye. Yeah, we got Trav out. We're just waiting to see. I did ask some of these guys. Uncle Babby saying cheers to Rev. Just hang around for a minute, guys. We want to see if any of these drivers come and join us. Rev's left the chat. Guys are having a little donut festival. Let me manually try and invite these guys. Good day, Uncle Henny. I see Mr. C8 has joined the chat. He's probably just busy connecting. Guys, welcome. If you're there, put your chat settings on share. Jensen, welcome. No problem. Who's that? Mr. RBS, known as Thunderdome. There we go. Panic's joined. Well done, Mr. Panic Potato. You guys can't hear you. Just shout a little bit louder into your mics.
GG everyone, it was a fantastic season there.
Who's it? Okay. So say your name first and then say how your race went. Starting with Panic.
Okay, Panic Potato, my name is Dylan. It was a fairly straightforward race, but also really tricky at the same time. Savvy was right behind me for the whole race until he made a mistake. Yeah, it was pretty much just keeping it clean, but that wasn't the easiest thing to do around wet Spa, especially with the strat that we had to do. We're running on mediums.
Just hold half a sec. Can you guys hear Panic? Anyone who's joined the chat, just go to the chat settings quickly. So the guys were saying they can't hear you. And when you're on the chat, go to the right-hand side to the three dots, there's a...
I have allowed share voice.
You've got shared voice allowed. I don't know about the other guys.
Yes.
They can say they can hear you. I don't think they could hear some of the others just now. So yeah, you're with Savvy. He was behind you until the rain started. The GTR seemed to battle a little bit on the inters.
100%. It was definitely, the McLaren was just super strong in the traction zones, and that was like the best thing for me during the rain. But then as soon as I went back to dries, he was back on the pace immediately.
Yeah, great. And how's your first GTSA title feel?
No, it feels great, especially considering it's my first ever GTSA season. So I'm really happy to have stepped in and done so well. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, good to have you. Now we need a gold unicorn in your car for next season. Savvy, you in the chat?
I'll get the graphic design.
Savvy, quite an adventure for you this season. Tell us how it went. Teammates. Well, they say the first person you want to beat is your teammate, eh? So, okay. Sorry, Savvy, they can't hear you. Have you shared your mic? Tribs is saying you can't hear you there. Just chat a bit. I'll see if... Can you guys hear Savvy? On your party setting, you have to go to share mic. Okay. So I'll just have to summarize these. What Savvy said is basically that he had a bit of a comeback season, some ups and downs, but he didn't win a race, got a couple P2s, but that was all due to his teammate, Mr. Panic Potato. Otherwise, seems fairly happy with his season. I think I just saw Kalen leaving the chat. S&P and Henny, are you here? I can hear you. Just chat a bit. Guys, if you can hear Henny, let me know. Henny, that was quite a comeback in that race for you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So some guys are saying they can only hear whispers. I'm not sure if that's you or them, but just for the guys listening, what Henny said is he basically was thrilled with his last two races. He was a bit nervous with the car choice, but worked out perfectly at the end. And what a good comeback from all the way. I think you were 12th or 13th at one stage in that race. Somewhere there. The last bit, especially when it dried, that BMW came all the way back. Is Thunderdome here? Uncle Thunderdome? Sean? Have you joined?
Can you hear me?
Is that Sean?
That's me.
Oh no, not you. Okay, the guys should hear you because you have commentated before. Guys, can you hear RBS/Thunderdome/Sean? Can you hear him on the stream? Sean, talk. Tell us how it went.
Hello. Oh, it was just fun. I just enjoyed it. Last race for GTSA. It was fun. Panic didn't commit to what I agreed with him. Let me win. But yeah, guys, thank you very much. It was a very nice season. You guys are too fast for me, so I'm gonna take a break for 1 to 2 years now. I can't commit to this anymore. So I'll be back. I'll be back one or other day. I think I will be strong enough for pool 5 by then.
Always good to have you. You can come join me on commentary
Steven
on Thursdays.
I will do that. Steven, Admin, thank you very much for everything in the last 6 years. I appreciate this community is awesome. I enjoyed it very much here. This is actually not a community. We are a family, like they will say.
Yeah, awesome, man. Thanks for being here. Kaylin, are you in the chat?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hopefully the chat can. I know you normally have your settings shared. What happened on lap 1? The amazing comeback after that.
Messy race. I'm not too sure what happened lap 1. I don't know if it was a case of me just putting my foot on the loud pedal a bit too soon, or I was assisted in that wiggle, let's call it. But no, luckily it didn't spin me too far around. I managed to at least catch up to the back of the pack before the end of that lap. And then I was stuck behind Jensen for the longest time, trying to get past him.
Gotcha.
So yeah, no, good race nonetheless.
Yeah, good comeback to get a podium after that. I saw that battle with Jensen was quite hectic. He was running good pace until Ravanti put a commentator's curse on him when it started raining. And he ended up in the wall backwards.
Yeah, look, I don't know if that's also partly me to blame. There was a little bit of a nudge into the corner, and that put him on the dirty stuff. So yeah, I think I'm going to see a report against me on that one. Hopefully it does get reviewed by the stewards, and I think they've been doing a good job all season. So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Well, awesome having you in the final again, one of our long-termers. And I'm just looking who else. Jensen, you here? Tell us about your race and your commentator's curse into the wet.
How's it, everybody? Can you hear me?
I can. Just chat a little bit, guys. Tell me if you can hear him.
Good.
Yeah, I was saying, how did your race go?
How's it up? First of all, thanks for the season. Thanks and congratulations to Panic Potato, Savvy, and Kaylin on this race. Well done, guys. Don't worry, Kaylin, I'm not going to report anything. I'm not going to review it. It's the end of the season. Take the podium, bro. Don't worry about it. Congratulations, guys. Thanks for the race. I didn't do much practice. I did the best I could. Happy to be part of it. With all my internet issues, I was very grateful to be part of this race. I was surprised to be in the top 10. So, yeah, shoot out on me. Yeah.
The servers managed to actually behave right at the end there. Jean, you the last person in the chat that hasn't had much to say yet. Good to see you back in the front of a Gtsa lobby.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
I can, a little bit louder, but anyone who's listening...
Is that better?
Much better. I don't. Sean, you're listening on the stream. Can you hear him on the stream?
I am not now.
Okay.
Hold on.
Just check
for
first.
Just log in again. There we go.
Yes.
With all my internet issues, I was very
how did your race go there, Jean?
Yeah, my race was good. It's been a while since I've been on here. It's been a year or two, I think.
Yeah.
So that I can hear my voice at the back.
Yeah, Sean, you can mute there.
Alright. Sorry.
No problem. Sorry, carry on. They can hear you.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'll be back anytime soon, but I'll try my best. Being on control is not the easiest, but I'm trying to keep consistent with the team and with the guys up there. So yeah, it's been a while, but I'm back. I'm back for a bit.
No, that's good. Controller, actually, I feel fast on it, but I do charm my tires, and it's definitely not the same level of immersion and as much fun, I think. So once you've had a wheel, it's hard to ride on a controller.
Yeah, exactly that. But soon, maybe I'll get a rig soon. I'll think about it. I'll see how I feel.
Definitely good to hear that. I think that's all, guys. Anyone got final words?
that's all good, all good.
See you guys next year.
Yeah. Good luck to everybody next year. Enjoy it.
Yeah, thanks everyone. This is
Cheers, cheers,
Jensen.
cheers.
Jensen, thank you everyone. Enjoy. Well done again. And
Thanks, guys. Shout out sponsors TGN Racing, Vanna, Right Recruitment,
well done.
Mrs. DC Gaming, and Rhino Utilities. Jacques, thanks for the sponsorship this season. We will have the details. I think Triv's already posted the fun season details for the end of year. And I'll see you guys next year for season 1.
Cheers everybody. Thank you.
Cheers.